Welcome to the Oxen Group Nightly. My name is David Stout. I'm the CEO, President, and founder of the Oxen Group. Please check us out at www.theoxengroup.com. The Oxen Group is a financial analysis and investment ideas firm specializing in short-term trading, long-term investing, swing trading, and momentum trading. Um, well, the June 1st recap. It's Wednesday, the market wrap-up. We'll be looking at some of our new positions today that we got into and recommended, some other current positions, update on Giorgio's Corner as well as extended value portfolio, forecast for tomorrow, and disclaimer at the end of the video. Well, the market, it was a very bad day in the market, let's just put it that way. Dropped almost 300 points on the day in the Dow. It had a significant drop to start out the summer here on June 1st. Weak economic data came out, as well as it was official end of QE2. The ADP unemployment change came in much weaker than expected. That was the key catalyst to the sell-off. 38,000 jobs were added in the month of May when the expectations were for 170,000. ISM services came in weaker than expected. That index came in at 53.5. Expectations were for 57.6. You had Moody's downgrading Greece's debt, saying it's probably even chances that they'll default on it. You had some news out, a group of pretty bad earnings out, a lot of downgrades this morning come out, and then I think just kind of a capitulation of all that together, just a broad-based sell-off just sort of hit the market. The one little tidbit of good news was that construction spending was better than expected. For the month it came in up actually 0.4%, down or up from a negative 0.1% from the prior month, and beat the expectations, but could not help the market out at all. And the market just dropped and dropped and dropped. You had the initial drop, and then you got maybe a little bit of a flat line here into lunch, and then during that lunch lull you got another big drop, and then really there was no other sustained. There was a little bit of maybe a hope for a stick up into that last hour you see right there, but it just got beaten down as well. We were able to actually do somewhat decently on the day. One of the positions we got into that started out doing fairly well but ended a little bit weak was Silver Wheaton. We got into the position right in the mid 35s, then took it up to 34, sold a little bit there, and then got stopped out for a little bit more, back down to around 36. Excuse me, we got it in the mid 36. I really like silver actually right now. I think this is in an upward trend. I think you got the downward movement today. I think we might actually add to the position tomorrow if I see some things that I like. I think silver is doing very well and should be continuing to do well because really you're seeing continued demand and continued price increases in silver, yet you're seeing a loss of the money management net longs. So what you have is you have the price bidding up from physical metal buyers and from ETFs that continue to see high demand. So when you see the high demand from that, you see the prices increasing, you're going to start to see money managers, you're going to see some people start to move back into it if we continue to have this kind of economic uncertainty that I think we are continually going to have through this month. And if we continue to have that, then you're going to add demand from the money managers, and that's really going to send up the prices as the prices have increased without money managers, as money managers have sold off their positions. And so that's going to allow for silver to really see a nice flux back up of its prices over the next, I would say, next few weeks. The position we did recommend at the open was not an official position, but I did talk about it on my member chat this morning. Was Monster Worldwide. Thought it looked like a pretty good short sell today. You got the ADP unemployment numbers came out pretty poorly, and you saw that it was right near a top there. It was either going to break out or it was going to sell off hard, and the numbers came in very weak, and the stock dropped almost 7% on the day. And I recommended getting into that near the open for my clients. Other than that, we also had a short on oil that did pretty well today. Had a solid gain on that after oil dropped pretty significantly on the day. We actually missed out. It dropped way more than I even expected it to. I thought it would probably top out at about 101, but with the way the market moved today, the oil just kept dropping and dropping down to about $100 a barrel. And that was a good position for us. We did get stopped out of one position in Lululemon. I liked that position. I thought it looked good for the week moving into their earnings report. Had shown some pretty good success in the past moving into earnings, but the 300-point down day really just killed the momentum on that stock. I made a recommendation yesterday to short McClatchy. That worked out pretty well today for I think over 4%. And our Bank Mutual and American Semiconductor longs that I recommend from the $5 list, those were driven down pretty hard today, between 1% and 2%. But could see those definitely bounce back on any up day. Other than that, Giorgio's Corner, we had he got stopped out of his HME position for 2% loss, but his Unilever position did hold up pretty well, and he also bought Dollar Tree today on weakness. That stock he likes a lot, and it was down on Dollar General news of weaker earnings and then the general market pullback. For the extended value portfolio, nothing really. Didn't add any new positions or sell anything. Home Builder Equity Analytics is coming soon. Should be out this weekend, so look for that. For tomorrow, are we going to bounce back or are we going to continue lower? And we have a lot of economic data again tomorrow. Factory orders, initial claims, there's productivity numbers, unit labor cost numbers, crude inventories coming out tomorrow. Another big slew of economic data. And could there be a little bit more coming out about maybe a Microsoft Nokia merger? If those numbers can come out, if anything can come out a little bit bullish, we can get a little bit of a catalyst. I think we can really have a nice 60, maybe 70-point rebound day. If those numbers continue poorly, I really don't see any reason why we're going to get any kind of bounce back tomorrow. And it's unfortunate because I think that the market is selling off a little bit more drastically than it needs to be on this news. I think it's overdoing itself. It always overdoes itself in both directions. And the qualm I have right now, though, is that we really moved through some pretty key resistance lines very quickly today without much support on any of them. And that was what's really scary for me, is to see that happen. My position right now is I think there are definitely still some stocks that can be shorted, and I think there are stocks that held up well today that have a lot of support behind them, that have some pretty nice looking technicals, that didn't move down on or move down on very light volume, or they maybe moved or stayed pretty flat today on on light volume. And if we can get a bounce back day, those are going to be the kind of stocks that are really going to be able to do well. And those are going to be easy to identify in the morning. And we're going to basically look at tomorrow, identify which way we're going to go, look at some of that economic data that comes out for free market, and we're just going to make some position based on that. I think that's really all we can do right now, is be very cautious, be very quick on our trades, nimble out there, day to day, be adjusting, and that's really all we can do. Trying to take some swing trades right now is just going to be very, very difficult for us. I mean, Lululemon was our first attempt at a swing trade in quite some time, and we got stopped out on it. So the only earnings for tomorrow morning are Joy Global. Those could have some impact, but I don't expect to see much from that. That's going to do it for today. Visit us at our website, email us, call us, become a part of our 70% accuracy.